Leo, welcome to your Sunday Shuffle. We're going to focus on next steps or a horseshoe spread. Pretty common, pretty classic tarot. And we'll read you for the upcoming week and see if there's something in there for you, yeah? All right. Show me Leo, please. Show me Leo, show me Leo, show me Leo. What's going on? And of course, once more, happy birthday to you. What is going on, please? Show me Leo. Like always, I find Leo season very inspiring. A lot of oomph there, right? I don't know. I might have been feeling a little too much when I recorded the water signs this week. I don't know. Uh-oh. Oh, the Hierophant popped out. Okay, some of you might have some Taurus in your chart. Could be connected. Could be looking at some commitment here. Let's give that one more shuffle. But yeah, what's going on? So yeah, if you have some water in your chart, maybe check those out. I don't know, honey. I'm just saying, view at your own risk. What's going on, please, for Leo? Okay. I knew I was going to see that. I don't know why, but I saw it drop before it did. So I can't claim it because I didn't say it, but I'm like, I knew that was coming. Okay. Four of Pentacles, potential outcome. All right. So we're opening it up with some struggle energy here with the Nine of Wands. There's some frustration, okay? It seems like we're running around the same topic over and over again, and we're no wiser for wearing those particular results. Some of you, it's physical exhaustion, especially if you have been very, very busy. Perhaps some of you are undergoing training at this time, or you have picked up training, and it's been a minute, because I can kind of feel your physical exhaustion from here. But in the overall sense, there is this kind of battle that's with you or has been with you, and it's rolling into next week as well, okay? The next step here is Two of Cups, okay? The expression of love in some way to show that we're on the same page, okay? In whatever context that is between you and someone else. So the sharing of emotions, this is my cup, this is your cup, this is between you and me. Let's exchange those feelings. And they don't have to be over the top. It's just whatever feels right or fits right to you, just so long as they are indeed expressed. There's something in your emotional energy that says, I want to meet somebody with my cup in a heart space way, okay? The barrier, Knight of Wands, the energy, the enthusiasm, the passion. For some of you, it doesn't have to be that literal, but it could do. That sometimes it feels like your passion or your intensity gets in the way of what you're feeling and how you express yourself. And that's why for some of you, you might see it as a barrier. I would disagree, simply because fire as a fire sign, it's to your advantage. It's just part of who you are. So if you have some natural enthusiasm in there, energy boost, just bursts of those fire, it's very normal to who you are. That is, of course, your personal night. So I would say, or advise you, if you see that your passion gets in the way, how would you let that flow through you if you don't want it to come out in the forms of overwhelming passion? Okay, again, you could express it in another way. All right? Six of Cups, strengths and resources. There is a bond here that's very close to you at the spiritual level. It's a soul bond type thing that gives you strength. To know that it's there gives you a great deal of emotional relief. It's comforting in and of its own right, and Six of Cups typically is. That's what a soul bond energy is. We can find comfort in that person, and we don't always know how to articulate it. They're just special, they're unique to us, and they're imprinted on us, okay? And then the outcome is the Four of Pentacles. We're still holding on or holding back, or you're showing me some stubbornness. Let's do it, let's crack on, or somebody is. Doesn't necessarily have to be you. As always, the basic rules apply. You know, take what resonates, leave it does not. But I also have to insist, because this is immediate future stuff, you may not know until you're in it. That's life. And you'll be like, oh, that's what that was. I remember Christina said, and I thought it was this, that, and the other, but now that I'm actually experiencing it, it makes sense. That happens all the time. That's reading tarot and their future orientation. We all think we know what's up, and then we experience it, and we're like, oh, now it makes sense. All right, some of this Nine of Wands, please. Some of this. Some of you, heads up, FYI, Three of Cups or a reconnection or connecting is on the horizon. Well, you've had a couple of flip outs today, huh? Nine of Wands, please. Some of that Nine of Wands, some of that Nine of Wands, some of that Nine of Wands. Some of that Nine of Wands, please. The resistance, exhaustion. Honey, don't forget to rest up, take care of yourself. You need that too. Six of Wands, the Sun. Oh, the Eight of Cups. There is something in here in you that you resist, and the more you resist it, the more draining it is. Yeah. You know, you're here, honey, all right, with the Sun. You would like your Sun to be out, and there's something in you that chafes and it frustrates you. Some of you are very early risers. You're used to seeing the dawn. Every day. Not every, often enough. I know I'm seeing it through your eyes, but I am. Some of you are very early risers. Anyway, the more we resist the sun, essentially what makes you happy, the more it just shapes you. And that's true. That's what energy contradiction is. There's what we innately feel, and then when we put up resistance to it, boom, the tension's born. It takes next to no effort to do that. And that's also what it is to be human. You don't want to resist it, but the more you do, the more you feel numb and exhausted specifically. Okay. Your reasons are your own. I just know that if you put the resistance down, and I know you're fixed fire, so I can already feel your kind of Leo hairs bristle up when I say that. Fixed energy, what are you going to do? I understand too, it's just in my own way. The more you resist what you naturally want, it's going to create more and more of that tension. And yeah, you're going to find yourself emotionally exhausted and physically exhausted. There's something here that speaks to you that says this feels so very good and it feels so very right. And why you resist it, I do not know. Perhaps it's because you associate it with so much warmth and passion. Because for some reason you say that's part of the problem. And a lot of your natural warmth is here. And then you feel the need to cool it off. And the more you try to cool it off, and it's just not you, honey, it's just not the Leo I'm looking at, the more it exhausts you. Alright, let's keep cracking. Show me that Two of Cups, please. The next step. The next step is Two of Cups. To ease that tension, I believe, to soothe it, to participate. Expressing yourself to someone to whom I do not know. It's the energy within you that you feel you need to resist that would actually give you the most joy. So whomever's cup fits that particular bill. Show me that Two of Cups, please. Show me that Two of Cups. Show me that Two of Cups. Show me that Two of Cups. And I don't know what that is, honey. A peace offering? A peace cup? The exchange of the peace cups? Sure, absolutely. It's not always the Page of Cups, guys. Sometimes it's the Two of Cups. You can't have the opportunity to hear, and I'm sorry, and I care about you, unless, you know, somebody else is willing to say it. That's also the Two of Cups is in there as well. It's not just about, oh, I love you, no, I love you. Oh, I love you, no, I love you. It's also, I'm sorry, and I care about you, and I don't like how this is making me feel. I would like to unfeel this so I can feel good about me and about us again, because there is warmth here between us, yeah? The Nine of Swords, there's the stress, the Moon, the Four of Swords, relinquishing those secrets, relinquishing the thoughts, relinquishing the stress, allowing ourselves to go into the Moon and to understand these things, which is no easy thing. It's literally the next step is the Two of Cups, okay, to ease this tension in you, okay. Of course, I just heard Billy Idol. What was that? Oh, God, what was the lyrics? Was it Rock the Cradle of Love? I think it was. I think it is. I think it is. I'm horrible with names and titles and things like that. I really am. That's not a joke. But lyrics stick out. There's the, if you want to please me tonight, then let me ease you. Oh. 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 Nice. All right, Nine of Swords, the Moon, and the Four of Swords. Yeah. It just hurts. It hurts to keep this to ourselves. It hurts to... Doesn't it hurt? Keep that stress to the self? To keep it under the moon like it doesn't matter, like it doesn't affect you. Wouldn't it feel so much better if we allowed what was in ourselves to come out, to make peace with whom we needed to, and we find peace for ourselves, instead of feeling like a solitary figure that's locked up and has no room to do anything or to express anything. That's by choice. You don't have to stay locked up. You can free yourself from that particular sense of there's nothing I can do in helplessness by doing the opposite. The resistance is quite high for something that's actually quite beautiful if we let it flow. And you don't know what you will receive until you allow it to flow. You don't know what you'll receive for yourself until you allow it to flow within you. I hate to be cheesy like that, I do. You know, I don't like the cheese, honey. You know, I like specific... Well, actually, I do love cheese, but I like specifics more, particularly in tarot. But there's a lot of overarching... I keep getting that energy. King of Pentacles there. And, you know, it is part of who we are. We have say. and what we allow ourselves to do. We can make all the excuses we want about why we keep things to ourselves and why but we're the ones who ultimately have to pay the price. We will always pay the price for everything we suppress and say it doesn't matter. We talk ourselves out of it. All it does is increase the frustration, and that's the price you're paying. And I don't want you to pay that price. Wouldn't it just be easier to accept what's there and to express it? I don't know if this is an apology. I don't know whom this is to. I just know that the longer it lingers with you with any sort of unresolved energy around it or intentions around it, the more it irks you and shapes you and takes you out of your sun. It's the opposite of what you want. Some of that Knight of Wands, please, as the barrier. Some of you feel like your passion gets in the way. Your intensity, you feel like it gets in the way. Again, if you know how to convert that energy well enough, it won't be a problem. Ace of Cups, the Six of Pentacles, the Nine of Cups. You really want this. You really want this. And the heart is full here with that Ace of Cups towards this. The Six of Pentacles, the genuine, true desire and wish fulfillment to balance with this is here. All the elements that you need are here to succeed in this. To ease it, to ease the flow, to ease that tension inside you. And it's like my passion and my energy and my intensity, Christina, it gets in the way. It's so stupid. But it's part of who you are. And it's part of whatever it is you feel for this connection. And I just know. Don't ask me what that is. You know exactly what that is. This is the Casanova Tarot, by the way. I read it the same. There are some variations, but I read it the same. So the Nine of Cups, Six of Pentacles, Ace of Cups, that's easy as pie. No pun intended. But that's easy as pie. This thing that you say gets in the way, your passion gets in the way. What you feel towards an actual balance in this is what would guide you the most to harmonizing it. This is what counts. Yeah, I know, sometimes passion intensity gets in the way, and it clogs us up and it chokes us up. But the end result, if we can push past it or transform it or express it in another way, is that of beauty and balance and wish fulfillment, satisfaction. It would please you immensely. That's the natural energy flow. We temper that old fire pony. You know, who says that? Was that Mike? That's Rambling Mike. He says it, the old fire pony. Yeah, he's right. Six of Cups, some of the Six of Cups, please. Some of that Six of Cups, please. Your resources, your strengths is that this bond is for you. It speaks to you. It calls to you. It's natural. It's natural. It's absolutely natural how you want to express yourself in it, to see yourself in it. It's beautiful. It's there for you. Some of that Six of Cups, please. Nine of Pentacles, the Four of Pentacles, this is whom we hold on to. Four of Pentacles is here twice, which means in some degree they hold on to you as well. It's a two-way street here. Queen of Wands, we got a little hottie here. Now that's either you or the person's whose energy we hold on to. We have somebody who has a singular figure here who is strong, strong-willed, independent, very capable, someone who could stand on their own 2 feet, someone's very experienced and doesn't really apologize. They're like, this is me, this is what I can do, this is what's up. It's running both ways. If you hold on, and it's a soul bond, like I said, it's running both ways. If you're holding on to them energetically, they are holding on to you to some way, and to some extent as well. It's here twice. And that's good. That's actually in your resources. That means they haven't given up on you either. And they still honor the connection or would like to, and as much as you do, it's equal. It's equal. It's your strengths in it. Thing is that you feel it. You know it's still there for you. And it still speaks to you. And it still speaks to them too. I don't know who this is. It could be a friend that you haven't made peace with or talked to in a long time. It could be an old love interest, sure. Any of those things. It's up to you. All I know is that all the resources are here and available to you to make this function as it is for them. It gives you strength, this bond, knowing it's there for you. In many respects, even if you don't engage with it, it still gives you comfort in some way, doesn't it? Because you know it's there. Yeah, I know. The passion's in here, and sometimes it can get in the way, guys. I know. Trust me, I know. Fire for what we feel for someone else can get in the way. It just fucks up our words and our actions. Convert that fire into sincerity, and it will guide you. Okay. All right, the Four of Pentacles and the potential outcome. Ain't nobody going anywhere anytime soon, honey. It's looking like you both hold on to each other stubbornly in some way. I just know that the tools for the job to fix it, to make you feel good about it, is here. And it involves digging into that moon, getting uncomfortable, and getting comfortable with your feelings, or rather the natural flow of them, expressing them and making peace within you first, and then with them, maybe. Show me that Four of Pentacles. So the next step is, you know, be willing to part ways with that moon energy. Your secrets. The Hierophant, like I said, I think some of you might have some very strong Taurus in your chart. Yeah, we need permission here. I know it's easier said than done. He's a big permissions guy. He's a yes or a no. Okay, he represents that commitment. It's not just commitment as in marriage. This is commitment to what I say yes or no to. That's it. And we put our full weight behind it. As the Hierophant, and he has not relinquished permission yet. That Knight of Pentacles is moving very, very slow. He would like to arrive to conclusion. He has not made up his spiritual mind, as it were. It hurts. The more we don't make up our mind, I know this, the more we don't give ourselves permission, the more it hurts to stand by and not do anything and stubbornly insist on holding on to it. I'm not done with it, but I'm also not ready to approach it. What constitutes readiness is entirely up to you. I just know that literally the more it's drug out, the more it's going to hurt. The more it's going to keep you trapped in that Nine of Swords and the moon energy. When, again, I'm literally looking at two people who have the skills and abilities to speak unto themselves and their feelings, if anything, if nothing else, to make peace and to recognize the connection in that state of peace, in that state of flow. Let's not worry about the long-term scheme of things. It's just what can we do to fix our energy and our flow in us and with that person now. That's what matters. Because I don't want you to keep dragging through that. Okay. Okay. Next step is to know what you feel, or what would like to feel, in the situation with this person is so much bigger than the fear of withholding and the surrounding it. It just causes more harm than good. Somebody here is very, very charming. Literally, that's the word, is charming associated. Oh, and big heart. Big heart energy. I didn't even see that. Big heart. Very charming. This is also technically the medallion of Libra. But somebody here is very charming and has a big heart. Okay. Oh, there you go. And also the medallion of Pisces. Leo, I hope this helped you for the upcoming energy of the week. I think you know more or less what to expect. It will continue on in this way, and that's only if you identify with this, is that Leo will continue to feel uncomfortable until this is addressed. We can hold on and hold on, but what's the point of holding on unless we're going to do something with it, okay? So use that to your advantage. Hopefully you can get more in touch with whatever it is that's knocking around and keeps you feeling restricted and locked up. I want you to free yourself. And that means the flow goes through, and then that means this connection can find more peace than where it was last left or addressed. I hope this helped you. Take care. Be well.